Hi everyone, Shell here bringing you another sweet treat. Today I'm going to be making this delicious cinnamon roll cheesecake. If you enjoy things like this, stick around and watch me put it together. And don't forget, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload more sweet treats. So let's get into it. So for our cheesecake portion, we're going to take 2 8-ounce bricks of cream cheese, and we're going to take 1/2 cup granulated sugar, and we're just going to cream these together. Now, once you've got that creamed together real well, then we're going to add in 1/2 cup of sour cream. And a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. And we're going to mix that up real good, and then we'll add in our eggs. And we're going to add in 2 eggs, one at a time. Give that a swirl to make sure everything is off the sides and the bottom and everything is mixed really well. And then I'm going to set this aside, and we'll mix our second part. Now in here I have a 1/3 cup of melted butter, and I'm going to add into that 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And I'm just going to mix this up real good until we have a nice just creamy consistency. Gosh, guys, that smells so delicious. Okay, and we're going to set that aside. And then we're going to bring in our springform pan, and I've already sprayed this just with some butter spray. And you're also going to need some cinnamon rolls, and you can use the regular size with 8 in them. I just happen to have these handy today, so I'll be using the grands. And of course this has 5 in it. So. And we're just going to take that icing and set it aside because we're going to use that once our cinnamon roll cheesecake has finished baking. And now what we're going to do here is just mash this. Anyway, once you've got that in there good and flat, then we're going to get ready to pour in our cheesecake mixture. But at this point, you want to have your oven preheated to 325 degrees. Now we're going to go ahead and take our cheesecake batter and just pour that in. All right, and you just want to spread that around evenly. Okay, now we're going to take our brown sugar and cinnamon mixture, and then we're just going to take that. Now I'm just going to spoon it in. Just just randomly. Just want to make sure we use it all. Okay, and then I'm going to just bring in a stick here and kind of swirl this through. Get all that cinnamon and brown sugar through that cheesecake. I don't know about you guys, but cheesecake is one of my favorite things in the world to eat. So, and usually with anything I can find to put with it. So, and this is just the cinnamon rolls and cheesecake pair very well together. So what I'm going to do is pop this in the oven on 325 degrees for about 25 to 35 minutes until that cheesecake firms up with just a little slight movement in the center. Okay, so our cheesecake is ready. It baked about 40 minutes, and we're going to just let it cool down completely before we drizzle it with our icing. Okay everyone, so our cheesecake is cooled, and I have a glass and a piping bag here. I'm just going to put the icing into it just to make the drizzle a little easier. So I'm just going to run a spatula just around the edges just to make sure that, you know, it releases nicely from the pan. Okay, and you can do your drizzle any kind of way. Just I'm going to kind of do some swirls on mine. And maybe some back and forth as well. And that's some good coverage. Okay, so we're gonna pop this in the fridge and let this chill for a couple hours, and it's ready to go. Okay, so our cinnamon roll cheesecake is done. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. And if you enjoyed the tutorial, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And don't forget, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload more videos like this in the future. See you next time.